and welcome to another tutorial Thursday. Today I am here to show you a card which uses sort of die cut sentiments as the focus of your card, but I am here to show you some of the products that I've used as well because they're new products. So let's move straight down to here. Hello, oh look at me making a right old mess here. So we had some new products, oh sneaky peek there, released yesterday. No, day before. We're on the 3rd now, and they were released on the 1st. Now, some of these are limited time products only, so I wanted to kind of go through them quickly. So this is a stamp set called Here Together. It's got some really nice I Promise and Love Changes Everything and You Matter to Me and We'll Get Through This Together. Just really beautiful sentiments, I thought. But it was all kind of focused around the fact, and you can see them all here, is that lots of people like alcohol-based marker pens, and these are Stampin' Up's alcohol-based marker pens, but we didn't have a huge variety in skin tone selection. So these have kind of been brought in so that they obviously should be coloured with a skin tone. And we now have, look at that, a whole 10 different colours of skin tones that we can use. Now in today's card I haven't used those, but kind of that's where the focus came in. Now these are available now. They come in a pack of 2 like that. So there's 5 different packs of 2 available. Now then they work slightly different from normal blends, and as in you don't get a light and a dark. They're just 2 complementary skin tone colours, but they are, and they're not called colours, they are called, I'm trying to find the bit, an SU 100 all the way through to an SU 1000. So that's how they're calling them. A little bit odd, but I suppose it's difficult to name all those, I don't know. So they come in pack of 2, so 5 different packs of 2 there, and that's how they are, like that. Oh, my thing's going beep beep. So yes, from light through to dark. And obviously those don't have to be disputed as skin tones. They are various shades and tones of pinks going through to brown, so you can use them for anything. If you were to colour tree trunks and things like this, or flowers with these ones, I'm not saying that's all they have to be used for, but that's kind of like the pièce de résistance. That's the pièce de résistance, and I'm not using it. But they are available, as I say, now, and they will be carried forward into the new annual catalogue that comes through in May. Now, what they have released to go with those, as I say, is this stamp set. You've then got a die set as well called Here For You dies. So you've got 2 dies there which will cut out those 2 main images. I've got that. I've just had out little heart as well, which is nice, which will obviously cut out that heart. But again, we're using as a die today. And then we've got 2 words that say You Matter and Here For You. And that's what we're going to be using today. Now I'm going to put those to one side and show you, so they will not be carrying over. They are only available until the beginning of May. So from February, March and April basically, and just the first few days of May, as is this pattern paper. So they have created it 6x6 pattern paper, and if I kind of go through it, there's a whole variety, and it's just all black and white. And we know how we love a black and white because we know we can colour it whatever colour we want. But I mean, that would be a good one for practicing your skin tone colouring. But little ones, lines of dots, I mean, that's beautiful. Bit all of Kylie. And that's the hearts that we're going to be using today, the stripes that we're going to be using today. And I'm going to turn it all over. Whee! Different patterns again. Let's go from there. So again, you could colour all over this and we could suddenly have red crosses instead of black and white. But black and white's great. It's a neutral. It goes with anything, doesn't it? So I like the spots. But just basically lots of black and white patterns. Just because they coordinate with everything. Some upside down hearts there. Rainbow. Love that. Stripes again. You could colour in the stripes. Uneven dots. And there we go. So they're all your patterns. So 48 sheets, normal £10.75 for 6x6 ones. So we're using 2 of those sheets today. And I'm also using this black and white gingham ribbon as well, which is from the main catalogue. So here are the cards. So I wanted to, oh, she says, we're going to be making this one today, which is Here For You. So we've got a strip of pattern paper going down there. That's raised. You can just about, let's bring that up. That's raised off the top there. and just nice and just super simple. But we had the U matter was slightly wider, so it'd be quite difficult to fit on there. Not impossible, but quite difficult. So exactly the same card, but made in portrait and landscape. Nothing else used other than exactly the same things. Make sure that if you've got a direction of a pattern like these hearts, that you get them round the right way and you don't have sideways hearts, which I nearly did. So let's get on with it, shall we? So I went red. So I'm filming this for February 2020. Depends on when you're actually watching this as to when you'll see it. But it's the month of love. And it's not all just about Valentine's and things, is it? It's all about loving yourself and looking after yourself, but also reaching out to friends as well. And I think sharing that you're here for somebody or that they matter is a great sentiment to send, isn't it? So you might have friends that are going through a difficult time. Come on, we've got any glue going on here. There we go. Might be going through a difficult time and you want to let them know that you're here for them. So that's the lovely sentiment. And some people, you know, just wrapped up in their own worlds that might think that they don't matter to anybody. And I think we all need to know that we matter to somebody somewhere. So I do have, if you click on any links or if you're not on my blog post, you will find a blog post for this. Oh, that's a bit wonky. There we go. A blog post for this, which will have a free project sheet. So I don't give any of the dimensions here in this video, but if you make your way to that blog post, then you will have a project sheet which has photos and the measurements on and everything like that. So that's the best thing to do. So a strip of pattern paper, okay, it could be any pattern paper, it doesn't have to be, but black and white always goes with a flash of red, a flash of pink, a flash of yellow, any of those. So a piece of pattern paper there. Again, I've gone for the hearts, just because I think, you know, it's nice to have hearts, plus that little heart die cut as well. So that's just got an even border all the way around as well. So I've already die cut this, so this has just been put through my die cut machine. Now, if I always forget, always, and I'm trying to find it now while I'm talking to you. So I have these double-sided adhesive sheets. And what I should always do when I have something like this, and this is my top tip, you should always do this too, is when you cut a piece of card, so I'd have had a piece of red card, like for example this bit here, I'd have had this bit here, you take these paper strips off and you stick it to a piece of double-sided adhesive sheet, then you die cut it, and then when it comes out, you've got adhesive all on the back of it that you just peel the other side off and it's all done. Do I ever remember to do that? No. That's why I'm telling you that's what you should do. Because I always forget. But if you're like me and you always forget, then, let's just make sure my glue's running out. Can you guess that? So if you forget like I do, then literally get yourself a thin glue like this. So this, I love this Tombow, multi-purpose adhesive. And I'm just doing spots. Now I'm going to be very aware that I don't want any flappy bits. So I make sure that anything sticking up like this has something on it to hold it down. And they're the tiniest of dots, so that when you push it down, it's not going to all squeeze out the edges. And that's the thing with this. Ooh, will that do? I think maybe a tiny one there. Tiny one there. But they're the tiniest dots, but I think that'll do. So I'll bring that up. I might even need my tweezers for that. There we go. So you can see where I've got the dots there. I'll bring it even closer. And the tiniest of dots. Now, the only thing is, if you don't leave yourself somewhere to hold it, that's why you need your tweezers or something. My tweezers are bent. But there we go. Right, so you want that to go straight, and you want it really to go down like how you want it or where you want it, because as soon as you start moving it around, that glue's going to spread, and whilst it does dry clear, it does dry shiny. So, and sometimes I just use that rather than use my fingers and get glue over my fingers or fingerprints or anything like that. I use the bottom of my bottle. There we go. It's just some of those bits just want to go up in the air, don't they? Oh, like that. So there we go. So if you just press that down, and you might need to hold it for a second just for that glue to attach. That'll do. that'll do. And I might put, so I've got a little heart, the little die cut heart. That's got a tiny dimensional on, or a mini dimensional in this case. Up to you whether you want to go at an angle, might go at an angle there. And then I want my ribbon. Where's my ribbon? We're just going to tie a bit of ribbon, not round an old oak tree. Okay. So you could if you wanted to. Right. Do you know, I'm not bothered about where it goes at the moment because I'm not sticking it down, so it can go anywhere. I can move it once I'm done. So I'm pulling it quite tight there. And then I'm going to put my finger on it and tie it in a double knot. So I'm not going to try and do a bow right now. I'm going to do a double knot. Right, there we go. And you put it tight enough so it's quite tight. It's not too floppy. It holds its own round there, but it's still movable. If you put it too tight, your card's going to start bending like that, and you don't want that. So now I can, it's not stuck down. I can move it wherever I want to. I tend to kind of go, if I've got something here, I'll tend to do it over there. And if I've got something over here, I tend to do it over there. And if I didn't have that heart, then I'd go central like that. But because I've got that heart, I'm going to try and kind of counterbalance it out. Now, that is a double knot. You can leave it exactly like that if you want to, or you can, just like you tie your shoelaces, you can, she says, tie a bow. I'm all fingers and thumbs, there we go. And then you can tweak it and pull and tweak and pull until you are happy. Now, I often find that my bows are a little bit all over the place when I do this, but I'm going to trim just at an angle. We should probably have my proper scissors, which I haven't. So I kind of end up sometimes with an upside down bow, or one going one way and one going the other. Does it matter? Of course it doesn't. As long as it looks something like a bow, which I think you'll agree that does. You want that kind of straight. And I'm quite happy with that. Now I have already put dimensionals on the back of that, so I could save you 5 seconds of screen time. You could do it flat, obviously depending on whether you're posting it or not. You might want it all flat. Obviously you've got your bow on the front anyway, so a knot might be more in order for you. And there we go. So kind of use the edge of this as your guide. We have got some lines, even though they're a little bit wonky. You could go right in the corner, you could go right at the top. Kind of go in the middle-ish. And I'm not going to press down too hard because I want to make sure that I'm happy before I finally commit, but I'm happy with that. And then I've just got a rhinestone to add, and in comes my trusty, ever so trusty, look at that putty, really needs replacing, but still, there's still some wear out of that. So I've got some little rhinestones there. I'm going to do that. Do I need more than one? Might put a little one up there. Little sparkle. And of course, because I can't have two, it's got to be an odd number. Might go there. So again, we're kind of triangular. And that's it. That's our card for today. That's how easy it is. And there's I cut another U matter because I didn't know which one I was going to make when I did that. But how cute are that? I like the font. I just think the sentiments are lovely, or the meaning behind the sentiments are lovely. But that is it for today's card. And where were the other two? There we go, there's the U matter. Oh, and look, I put my heart in a different place there. I put my heart down there and straight that time, but this time I've gone there. I quite prefer that. Who knows, which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Right, that's it. As I say, don't forget to download your project sheet. You'll find the link in the description of wherever you're watching this, so that you can see it and you can save it and you can make it in your own time. And obviously, if you want any of the products, there'll be links to buy those as well. If you are in the UK, Austria, France, Germany or the Netherlands, you can purchase those from me with those links as well. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back for another top tip next Tuesday, and another tutorial Thursday on Thursday. I'll see you then. Thanks for joining me. Bye.